Hey TKN Beauties. So today I'm going to be showing y'all how to properly do a two-strand twist. I'm going to show y'all from start to finish the proper how to properly shampoo, condition, and I'm going to be giving y'all a few tips. A few of my little secrets that I do on my clients. Today we're going to be working with my lovely client Rhonda. Say hey. This video is really good if you are looking to style your hair at home, you want to do a two-strand twist. So we're going to properly show you how to do a two-strand twist from start to finish. So one of the things is, Rhonda hair is natural. I've been doing her hair for over a year now. Last time she came, we did a silk press, and so now we're going to shampoo her hair, rehydrate it, shampoo her hair, and then we're going to get into the styling. Now, if your hair, Rhonda hair, she does have like dry scalp, so I'm going to show you a trick on how to eliminate dry scalp. So if that's you, this trick is going to be really, really helpful. I'm also going to show you another trick on how to, like, if your hair tangles a lot during your shampoo process, I'm going to also give you a trick on that as well. So the first thing what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add the Nora's Regrowth Serum on her scalp, and what that is going to do is it's going to help to get the flakes off of her scalp, so it's no flakes when we're doing the styling process. So what I do, because a lot of times what we do wrong is we'll go in and we'll use a comb, and then you'll scrape the flakes off the scalp. And what that can do is it'll cause you to abrade the scalp, and which cause a scab, and then it'll produce more dandruff. So we don't want that. The best thing that you can do is you can use the Nora's Regrowth Serum. You can put it on your scalp wherever you have dandruff at, and I'm really just gonna focus on the front part of her scalp, because that's where I see a lot of buildup at. And then I'm going to massage it in before I even apply the shampoo or wet her hair. And you don't need a lot. Little goes a long ways. And what this does, it helps to hydrate her scalp, and also helps to remove the dandruff without us abrasing her scalp. And it's lightly coming up. So right here, you see where she has some flakes and a little buildup. So I'm gonna just put a droplet right there and right there, and just rub it in. And it's gonna help to remove the flakes from the scalp. And it comes right out. So then when you shampoo, your hair is gonna come right off. So that's one of my little secrets that I do. So even right there, her scalp is dry. And it's also helping to hydrate the scalp as well as we're doing this. And this is something you do at home, not just my salon trick, but I advise my clients to do this at home before they come, the night before they come. Okay, so another secret that I'm gonna show y'all is how to easily detangle your hair before you shampoo. This is really good if you're coming out of braids. It will prevent your hair from tangling up when you shampoo. So what you wanna do is you want to get a spray bottle. I took the top off to add water. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a droplet of the Nora's Regrowth Serum. A little goes a long way. I didn't have enough, so I'll put another one. And then I'm gonna add the leave-in, some of the Nora's Moisture leave-in conditioner. And you don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. And you want to make sure that you shake it really good. And the conditioning from the leave-in is going to help to break the hair down and keep it from tangling. And it's also going to help to add moisture to the hair as well before you even shampoo the hair. So if your hair is dry, this is a really good trick to do. And you want to make sure I'm using a like a ventilator brush, and I'm making sure I comb through it before we shampoo the hair to keep it from matting and tangling up. And all the products that we use, all the tools that I use will be in the description. We'll have a link to them to where you're able to just go right on Amazon and purchase. One of the reasons why you want to do this is going to keep it, removes all like the shed hair, and it prevents your hair from tangling while you're shampooing it. So especially, this is really good if you have not like detangled your hair in like a month or so, or 2-3 weeks. Then you want to make sure that you brush through your hair before you shampoo it. And you see it's not a lot of shedding, so that's really good. Because normally, like say if your hair sheds a lot and you shampoo your hair, what'll happen is the hair will tangle up because of these dead hairs. All right. So once I'm done with that, now we're gonna go into the shampoo process. Just want to make sure the water is not too hot and not too cold. When you're shampooing, you want to make sure that the water is, warm. How's the water?
It's good.
Okay.
Just right.
Great. Another one of my secrets I like to do is I like to make sure that the hair is like saturated, like really wet before I apply the shampoo. I like rinse out my client's hair until the water is clear, and then I apply the shampoo. That will help you to save on shampoo when you're using shampoo. And it may take a little longer, but it's okay. That's how you get a good lather. That's how you save on shampoo, by just making sure the hair is really saturated, making sure that you get all the product buildup off as much as you can before you apply the shampoo. So we're going to go in with the Nora's Moisture Shampoo first. I like to put it in my hand and then emulsify it, which helps to save as well. Make sure you are focusing on the scalp because it's going to spread down to the hair, but the scalp is the most important. Another secret you can do to help spread the shampoo, add a little bit more water to it. You see how it lathered up a little bit more. When you shampoo your hair, you want to make sure you are massaging your scalp. That helps to promote hair growth. What I like to do is shampoo at least 2 times, 2 to 3 times, just depending on the scalp condition, how my client's scalp look, or how dirty the hair is. I always do 3 shampoos. So same thing at home. Make sure you shampoo your hair 2 to 3 times to get it nice and clean. And you always get a better lather on the second shampoo. I like to make sure I go through the hair and make sure that I get shampoo everywhere, all on the scalp. Going back. Remember, shampooing your hair is the most important part. For me, it'll take me like 30 minutes at the shampoo bowl a lot of times, because I'm making sure that my client's scalp is clean. And after you do the second shampoo, you rinse it out. You can check the hair, check your scalp, and see if you need to do one more shampoo. Rinsing out the shampoo, you want to make sure that you get all the shampoo from your hair. So when you rinse out the last shampoo, you want to make sure that you drain as much water as you can. And I'm just using my hand. You can use the towel when you're doing it at home. Also too, when you are shampooing, I forgot to tell y'all this, but when you're shampooing, you want to make sure that you're going like in a downward motion instead of vigorously shampooing your hair, because that causes tangling as well. So downward motion when you're shampooing, and it'll help to prevent your hair from tangling. So now once you're done with the shampoo, we're going to be applying the Nora's Moisture Conditioner. Use as much as you need. You know, some people say a dime size amount, but honey, who here, like, we need more than a dime size amount. Another thing what I do, I emulsify it in my hand as well. That helps to spread the product and get all over the hair. The thing that I love about the Nora's Moisture Conditioner, I can also use it as a deep conditioner treatment as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to make sure that the conditioner is saturated all over her hair, on every single hair strand. And then I'm going to, y'all remember the old school hot oil treatment? So she's also going to get a hot oil treatment as well, with the Nora's Regrowth Serum on her scalp and the conditioner on her hair. when you are applying conditioner, you want to make sure, now just depending on how long your hair is. With mine's, it is short, so the conditioner is going to automatically get on my hair, on my scalp. But you want to make sure that when you are using conditioners, that you're putting it on your hair and not on your scalp. That's what causes product buildup. Unless it's a conditioner that says that it goes on your scalp. Okay, sit up. So if you can see, the conditioner is nice and saturated all throughout her hair. I also too like to, when I put her under the dryer, I'm not going to use too much a comb or a brush until after she come from under the dryer, and that just helps to prevent like breakage. And it's okay if you gotta take your time during the process of you shampooing and conditioning your hair. It's okay, take your time, so that way you're doing it properly. Another thing you can do is choose a day where you don't have anything to do, and like just properly shampoo your hair, especially one day out the week. If you shampoo your hair, like just depending on how you wear your hair, if you shampoo your hair a few times, like 2 times a week, one of those days you need to like just really take out the time to like really shampoo and condition your hair, do your treatments and all of that. That's a part of a healthy hair care routine, and that's how you're gonna keep your hair to grow. The thing that I love about the Nora's moisture conditioner is that it really penetrates to the hair cuticle, and so it don't just sit on top of the hair. It penetrates to her cuticles, which helps to add hair moisture, good hair elasticity, and hair growth. So then again, like I say, we're going to put the Nora's Regrowth Serum on her scalp, and she's gonna sit under the dryer for at least like 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna rinse that out with cool water. So you wanna make sure that the serum is on the scalp. You can also too add a little bit in your hand and put it on the hair as well. So that's one of the things I love about the Nora's products, because there's so many different ways that you can use them. So I put a little bit on my hand, and I'm just gonna put it on her hair as well. So one of the tricks that you can do if you don't have a dryer at home, which I don't, so I do this a lot, is you're gonna get a processing cap, put that over your hair, and we're gonna make our own homemade dryer or steamer. And the reason I do it like this is because it holds the moisture into the hair. I have a towel. You can take like a hand towel. So these are my salon towels, but you can just take a hand towel. You're gonna wet it. You can use warm water. I wouldn't use cold water, but just warm. It don't have to be hot. wring out the excess water from it. And then you're gonna put it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Do 2 minutes so you can see the steam. You wanna make sure it's not that hot to where it won't burn your hand. Put the towel around. Is that okay? Okay. And put the towel around, and that's gonna help keep the steam in. And you can walk around the house, you can sit and watch a movie, Netflix and chill, Hulu, whatever you like. And now you have your homemade deep conditioner treatment. And the towel and the bag is gonna help to keep the moisture into your hair. And there you go if you don't have a dryer. And let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, and now you have a hot oil treatment and you have a deep conditioner treatment all in one. All right. So we're gonna sit Miss Rhonda under the dryer for about 15 minutes. And then we're gonna rinse it out with cool water, and then we're gonna go into our styling process. So after you have came from under the dryer for about 15-20 minutes, now this is the most important part. When you rinse out your conditioner, you want to make sure that the water is cool. It can be like, you don't have to be super cold, but it needs to be cool. And what that does is it helps to properly close your cuticle, which helps to lock in the moisture from your hair. So a lot of times, like, you can just be missing that one little step and not making sure that the temperature is at the proper temperature when you're rinsing out your conditioner. Now you can start off with, since we put oil on her scalp, we did the hot oil treatment, you can start off with a little bit of warmer water, but you want to finish it with that cool water, and you want to rinse it until the water is clear. And all you want to do is just rinse, rinse, rinse. Once that water is clear, then it's safe to say that you got all the conditioner out of the hair. So rinsing your hair out with cool water also helps to prevent frizz. It also helps to prevent your hair from being dry as well, because you locked in that moisture. You properly closed the cuticle and you locked in that moisture. Now that we have rinsed, after you rinse your hair out, the conditioner out of your hair, now you want to make sure that you follow it up with the Nora's Moisture Leave-In Spray. And you just want to use as much as you need. And this is going to help to seal in the moisture. So as many pumps as you need. Another thing that I do as well is I use the Nora's Daily Hair Moisturizer on my client's scalp, on my client's hair, and also on my hair as well, because that actually put moisture in the hair, especially when you're using like foams and mousses and gels that cause you to dry your hair out. So emulsify it. This is not too much. You probably like, is that a lot? Nope, it's not too much, because I'm not going to be putting heat on her hair. Now, if we were doing heat, I wouldn't put this much product. So you want to make sure that you are really emulsifying it into the hair and you're getting it on every hair strand. So these two products, you're going to make sure that you have like a good brush and a good wide tooth comb. When you're detangling, you want to separate the hair. By you separating the hair, it gives you control over your hair and it helps you to work through it easier. You always, when you are detangling your hair, you always want to start from the ends and then work your way up. That prevents breakage. It prevents, especially like say if you're tender-headed, this is going to help you. So I go all the way through and then I start parting it off once I detangle her hair. And it is easy for us to just go in and start combing, not taking our time, but you want to make sure that you are taking your time. That's how you're going to retain length. That's how you're going to get keep your hair healthy. That's how you're going to prevent breakage, by taking your time. So whichever day you choose it to be your shampoo day, you're on your shampoo cycle, take your time with your hair. I get a lot of, like when I get new clients and I'm asking them, like, what are you doing to your hair? And it could be like just one step that they're missing out on that's causing them not to get their hair results or meet their hair goals that they want. And a lot of times it's not taking the time to properly shampoo your hair, properly condition your hair, properly comb and detangle your hair. When you properly shampoo your hair and condition it, it doesn't take you that long to detangle your hair, and the styling process won't take you as long. And the reason I'm able to go like right through her hair because we properly conditioned it. She got the hot oil treatment on her scalp, and we also did the deep conditioner on her hair. So it loosened up her hair, and I'm able to manage it better. So I didn't need the brush. I'm able to just go through her whole head with the comb. But I got the brush just in case. Okay. So once I properly detangled her hair, now I'm going to section her hair based off of where we're going to be putting the part. I'm going to part her hair on the left side. And so when I do my subsections, I'm going to start off with where her part is. So remember, we're going to be doing a 2-strand twist. So with the 2-strand twist, I'm going to use, the comb is finer, and also it's a rat tail comb. And this is really good for me for parting. So I'm going to be using some clips, and I have 2 different kinds. I have, I don't remember the proper name for them, but you have these clips, like a duck clip. And then you also have this clip, and this is really good for like helping you to part and things like that. So Use that right there. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to be taking, since I know where my part is, now I'm going to be taking bigger sections first, just so I have more control over her hair. So when you're at home, you want to do the same thing as well. You want to part off your hair on how you're going to style your hair, give you more control. And you can see what you're doing. And let me see. Okay. So I'm going to part this a bigger section like this because we're just going straight across. It don't have to be, it's not perfect. It don't have to be perfect. But I'm just doing this because I want to have more control when I'm styling her hair. Okay. And now it's all sectioned off. All right. So now we're going to go into me doing the 2-strand twist on Rhonda's hair, and y'all are going to see exactly how I do it. So now I'm going to use the my parting comb to help me to part her hair. Your parts don't have to be perfect. Because I don't want her twist to be too big or too small. So I'm looking at her hairline. If I start right there, then I know it's going to be too big. So if you make your first part and you look like, okay, do I want my twist that small, or do I want them a little bit bigger? Now in the back by the nape area, your twists are all there because your hair is most of the times our hair is a little finer in the back. So sometimes your twist will be a little bit finer in the backs, but if you want to add a little bit more hair, you can add a little bit more hair. I don't use a lot of gels when I'm doing twists because it don't take all of that. That's what causes product buildup. That's what causes your scalp to tend to be a little bit more drier and all of that. So if you can avoid gels, then stay away. I probably use gels more in the, like a little amount of gel more in the front, just so it looks a little bit more nice and neater. Because Rhonda do got a job and she do got to be cute. So put that out of my way. I already used my leave-in. I already used my daily hair moisturizer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the curl defining cluster to do the twist. Try to avoid to put it on the scalp and just mainly on the hair. What I like to do when I'm doing the twist, a lot of times I will use my finger too. I don't even use a comb. Do the same side, same thing for over here. And if you see, that twist gonna be perfect right there and cover up that spot, that space. If I were, I can split this, because if I were to just do it like, it's gonna be too much. And sometimes that happens and it's okay. But also when I'm twisting, I like to make sure that the hair is not tangled and that it's I just like to make sure that the hair is not tangled. Because what'll happen if the hair is not all smoothed out, once you're twisting the hair up, it's not smoothed out. Once you take it out, it's gonna be tangled. And you just keep all the way around doing the same thing. And this twist is actually going to lay on the top of this one, which will create more volume. So I'm just checking, see if I want to change anything, how it all look. I like it, but it's to your liking, what you like. But let me see. So once I get to the front of her hair, once you get to the front of your hair, I do use a little bit of gel for this part just to smooth the edges down. Y'all know sometimes them edges can be unruly. So I just use a little bit. You want to make sure you're not applying too much pressure on the edges, but still grip it enough to where it looks, nice and neat. But not a lot, because that's how you end up with the traction alopecia when you're gripping your edges too tight. Also too, our edges tend to be more finer. So your twist, like if you saw on the other side, the twist was a little bit thinner than the rest of the twist, which is okay. And I did have to take a bigger section for the edges so it's not so thin, because if I would have broke that up, that would have been really, really thin, her twist, and if I would have broke really thin, so I didn't want that. But just be mindful when you do get to the edges. That's the only time that I use, when I'm doing individual twists, that's the only time that I do use a little bit of gel, is on the edges. You see that? Just to smooth them a little bit. And that's it. If you want your hair in a 2-strand twist, right? But your ends are straight and they don't curl up, a trick that you can do is get a small rod. This is the blue. I don't know the size, but just look for the color. It's either the small rod, or you can also use a flexi rod set as well. So you can do either one of these, depending on how long your hair is or how much of your hair you want it curled. So what I do is I'll take the rod. Her hair is curly, but this if your hair is straight. You'll take the rod and just wrap the ends around the rod to help to curl up your hair. And you can roll it however far you want it. And it'll help to curl your ends. Or you can do this for another type of look as well. And then you just close it and you will sit under the dryer. So she's gonna sit under the dryer for about 15 to 20 minutes because she is gonna wear her hair like this. If you were doing a twist out, which we'll be talking about that in a later video, how to properly do a twist out, then she would sit under there for about 45 minutes to an hour just to make sure that the twists are dry. But this is what you would do. You would put a rod on the end if your hair did not curl up on the end to help it to curl, or to give it another type of look as well. All right, so this is the finished look. Like I said, we're gonna sit her under the dryer, make sure that we dry the product in, and I'm gonna put some more oil on her scalp, make sure it's nice and hydrated still, and she's good to go. She can wear her hair like this, and then we'll also talk about how to cover your hair up at nighttime when you're wearing this style. But you got any questions?
No, it looks good.
Yeah. All right, honey, you can shake, you can wear it just like this. Shake it, still movement, body to it. It's not stiff. They're nice and juicy. Do you see it? Looks so good even without it dried up. But you can wear this style about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Once you get to that second week, you can actually take them out, because now your hair is nice, it's defined, it has held the twist, and then you can do a twist out. But you can also let it air dry as well. So if you don't have a dryer, you can let it air dry. I will link a dryer in the section as well, so that way you can, I'll link 2 different kinds, a tabletop dryer and one that sits up and you sit under it and sit in a chair. So you'll have options. All right, so now it's all finished. We have our twist, our 2-strand twist. Let me let you. This is a great natural protective style. This is a real protective hairstyle to where you can wear, like I say, for anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. It's not going to cause any damage to your edges, to your hair. What I'm going to do is, the last final thing is, I'm going to add the Nora's Regrowth Serum to her scalp, just a little bit, just to add a little bit more hydration to the scalp. It is the, cold outside, so you want to make sure that your scalp is hydrated. Not only is this good for hydration, but it also helps with hair growth. So if you're looking for hair growth, the Nora's Regrowth Serum will help you when it comes to you growing your hair. It has over 30 essential oils. Now, at nighttime, when you want to protect your hair, you want to go to sleep, you can either do a few things. You can use your silk pillowcase. If you have the Nora silk pillowcase, then good for you, and you can sleep on that. Or you can do a bonnet, put a bonnet over your hair, or a silk scarf as well. So either one, silk pillowcase, bonnet, or scarf. So you can do 2, or you can do one of them, either one. At nighttime, I normally just sleep with my Nora silk pillowcase and I'm good to go. Well, how do you normally sleep, Rhonda?
I usually use a silk scarf.
Okay. Yeah.
And just wrap up my hair.
Yeah. And so let me tell y'all the difference. When you're using a silk scarf, it's gonna keep the hair flat. So say if you have a style and you want your hair to stay intact, you want it to be flat, it's gonna make your hair flat, and then you'll just have to wake up and kind of like just shake it and go. If the bonnet, your hair is protected but it's not staying in one place. So those are the difference between, and we'll get more into that in another video, but just a little quick overview. Those are the difference between a silk scarf and a silk bonnet. But either one is really, really great, because it is going to help to protect your hair. It's going to help from your hair not snagging and pulling, and it's going to help with to keep moisture inside of your hair as well. So if you're using a cotton pillowcase, a lot of times with the cotton pillowcases, they're actually pulling moisture from your hair. So switch. It's time to make a switch. Like I said, sometimes it can just be like 1 or 2 things that you're doing in your healthy hair care routine that can prevent you for your hair from growing and prevent you from reaching your hair care goals. So Rhonda, do you have any questions?
No, Kenyatta.
Okay. All righty. All right, y'all, there we have it, your 2-strand twist. I hope this video was very helpful. Let me know in the comment, was it helpful? Did you learn something new? And stay on the lookout for more natural hair videos like this. Thank y'all.
My name is Rhonda, and I live in Powder Springs, Georgia. And I've been natural since 2021. I know a lot of people do the big chop. I did not do that. I just continued to let my hair grow and just slowly cut the relaxer away from my hair. After that point, I went in between braids and just doing wash and goes because I didn't know a lot about natural hair. I would wear a lot of hats, a lot of headbands, and I knew I had to do something different. When one day my husband looked at my hair, he looked at me and he said, "What are we gonna do?" Which is translation for what are you going to do about your hair? So I knew at that point I needed to find somebody who specialized in natural hair care. And I was fortunate enough in doing my research on Google to find Kenyatta Nicole. And I filled out a questionnaire on her website. She called me back within 24 hours and we had a great conversation. She talked to me about my hair. She understood eczema and how it affects the scalp. We talked about different foods and chemicals that affect your hair and healthy scalp. And I knew then that this was the person that I needed to start my natural hair journey with. And so I've been with Kenyatta now for probably a little over 2 years. And I started using the Nora hair care products. I use the regrowth serum every day. I put it on my scalp, and I can honestly say that my hair has grown tremendously since it's been under her care. I usually don't press my hair out except maybe twice a year, but when I do, I really see the difference. It's fuller, it's longer, and it really reminds me of how my hair used to be when I was much younger, before chemicals. So I'm very grateful to Kenyatta and very grateful for Nora hair care products because they have helped me, and hopefully that she'll be able to help you as well.